I want to start with first Sensex Nifty. Remember, the global backdrop is so strong that you will definitely get an edge. The bulls definitely have an edge, and it's a good start for the Nifty. 33 points up for the Nifty, 80 points higher for the Bank Nifty, which could be the game changer. If the Bank Nifty chips in, we certainly could be looking at a different kind of a market. Now TCS, yes, no. The opinion is split right in the middle, but it's a 0.5% cut for TCS, 27.80 for TCS. It's like a flat start despite the recent run up. Infosys is up by 1%. India Bull Real Estate is at 260 rupees now. And then you got Jain Irrigation, which is at 141. There's a block deal, I think, in Gayatri Projects. That's what I can see on my screen because it is one of the top traded count on both the exchanges. And then Subex is at 11.5 rupees. Syntex Plastics numbers were not great, because profits have gone up, revenue has gone down. Sensex Plastics post numbers has come down to 1888.5 now, so 4% lower there. And IDFC Bank, where all the hum and drum is about a merger with Capital First, you can read in between lines because they are not denying it, but they are simply indicating to exchanges that look, we keep on exploring all the talks with various parties, and for because of that, IDFC Bank is at 70 rupees now.
Well, I'm seeing market around 35 points up and Bank Nifty 78. For me, this is a fabulous start for TCS because we have been, talking about how there has been significant long built up. There has been, a lot of buying taking place, and generally after news is into public domain, you see some selling pressure, some, profit booking taking place. But despite that, if stock is holding strong at current levels, and even if it's a 1% downtake, I think it's noteworthy. Won't be surprised if at lower levels the stock would resume buying again. First thing first, two stocks out of F&O ban, IFCI and Jain Irrigation, both have started on a positive note. IFCI is up by 3.5%, Jain Irrigation is at 1.4 levels. Jindal Steel is back into F&O ban. It was just out of F&O ban for one single day. In that one single day, it managed to make some gains, and now it's absolutely flat again in F&O ban because there was 15 to 17% rise in open interest. Let's look at some of the prominent gainers at this point of time, and you will clearly see that apart from some names which I took, it is GSFC, which is a buy call from Kunal. IDFC is doing well. We are seeing a return of metals. Vedanta is up by 1.45%. Now let me just give a small backdrop over here. Despite Hindalco, Vedanta and some of the metal stocks showing some signs of profit booking and consolidating, the LME prices continue to rise. So it is quite possible that you might see the resumption of metal stocks moving higher once the other news flow subsides. We are also seeing some of the stocks like Wokhard, Fortis, which are quite high beta stock doing well. Capital First and IDFC Bank, these are two important stocks to watch out for. There are murmurs about mergers over here. Capital First starting with 1.3% up, and also Mindtree, which is an IT company. There too we have seen a decent start. IOC is up by 1% also. Before I toss to Tanveer, some losers. Dish TV is down by 4%. So that's the stock, and on a very heavy volumes, I would say. Already crossed yesterday's 50% volume, though yesterday's volumes were not that very great. And Grasim and Arcom has started on flat note with slight negative bias, and TVS Motor is down by 1%. Tanveer.
Thanks very much for that, Siddharth. We are looking at BofA ML coming out on Sun TV, initiating coverage actually with the target of 1195 per share, seeing 53% upside potential. That's their bull case scenario. Upside from digitization is a key trigger. Ad recovery, improvement in market share is critical. At 15 times or literally 15.5, 16 times FY19 EBITDA, Sun trades at attractive valuations is what BofA ML is saying this morning. Interesting note at that. Let's also look at some of the other movers in the market today, and I want to highlight what TCS has done in the wake of brokerage calls coming in. So there has been a revision there. You have Credit Suisse, JP Morgan, BNP Paribas, Morgan Stanley and Jefferies outlining or pretty much reiterating their stance between a buy and a neutral. Morgan Stanley, of course, is underweight and Jefferies has a hold. but largely the target price remains between 2500 and 2700. The most bullish scenario is BNP Paribas putting in a buy with a level of 3070 on the stock.